All right, family, let's break this down because what just happened in Israel is not historic, it is dangerous, and it echoes a playbook that we've seen right here at home. On November 30th, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu did something no sitting leader has ever done in the middle of a corruption trial. He filed a formal request for a presidential pardon before a verdict, without admitting guilt, and without stepping away from power. Let me say that again. He wants a pardon without a conviction and wants to stay in office while he gets it. That's not unity. That's not leadership. That is a man trying to outrun the law. Now, Netanyahu claims that the trial is tearing Israel apart and that being forced to testify 3 days a week makes it impossible for him to lead during wartime. But that's exactly the excuse why people are angry, because when everyday citizens are under investigation, nobody pauses the world for them. Only powerful men try to turn the legal process into a burden on the nation. Opposition leaders and legal experts and thousands of protesters are calling this what it is, an attempt to dodge accountability. Some are saying no pardon without guilt, remorse, in retirement. Others are saying only someone asks for a pardon when they're guilty. And polls show that the country is split right down the middle, just like we've seen during Trump's political battles here in America. And speaking of Trump, he's already thrown his weight behind Netanyahu, sending a letter saying the trial is political and urging Israel's president to issue a pardon. Foreign pressure in an active corruption case? That's not normal. That's not ethical. That's a signal that certain leaders believe they deserve a different justice system than the one everyone else gets. Now, here's why this matters. If Israel grants a pre-conviction pardon to its sitting prime minister, it sets a global precedent that leaders don't need to prove innocence. They just need enough power, connections, and chaos to escape accountability. Once that line is crossed, democracy becomes optional. And when democracy becomes optional for the people at the top, it becomes fragile for everybody else. This moment in Israel is a reminder, whether it's Netanyahu, Trump, or any leader who believes they're too important to answer to the law. The fight is always the same: accountability versus power, justice versus convenience, democracy versus the urge to rewrite the rules for one man. Stay awake, stay informed, and stay loud, because silence is the soil where corruption grows.